Mazel tov, Charlie, on your bar mitzvah. Mazel tov to your wonderful parents, Lucy and Jonathan, and your sister Emily. This is not exactly the circumstances that we hoped for, but nevertheless, we know that you're going to smash it, Charlie, because when it comes to Charlie Selby, he always rises to every challenge. And I wanted to say that we're all rooting for you and we're so proud of you. You've done very well so far in your 13 years, fitting well into Habs, involved in all aspects of school life. Your music with your clarinet and your piano is mega. Your sporting ability with London Lions, your rugby, your cricket, your hockey, your skiing, all of those things you are a dab hand at. Very talented indeed. You're a great big brother to your sister Emily and a great cousin to all the cousins. And for your bar mitzvah, you did a wonderful thing by you had an aim to collect 613 items for the Bournemouth Food Bank, obviously corresponding to the 613 mitzvahs in the Torah. But you smashed that. You went way past that figure with the help of family and friends, and they were very appreciative for your charitable efforts. You have such enthusiasm for everything in life. You've really enjoyed the bar mitzvah lessons with your teacher, Michael Cohen. You've learned so much, you've practiced most of the time, and you want to come back to shul, to Lane, for your sister's bat mitzvah in June 2022. So that's going to be an amazing thing as well. We know that the previous generation is very proud of you as well, with your grandparents. Mazel tov also to Sally, to John, to Linda and Brian, to all of you as well. We know you're a Spurs supporter, Charlie. We'll let you off. We're still going to give you the bar mitzvah here at Radlett Shul, but that's because your second team is Liverpool. So there you go. Charlie, you come from a great family. I've known your parents now for quite a few years, and the amazing things that they do, I'm sure, are a great example in their professional lives, in their contribution to the community, whether it's to do with shul, whether it's to do in the wider world, in the world of local politics, also on a legal level, on a judicial level, and it's an amazing family. The Selbys really are a privilege to be a rabbi too. Charlie, a message for you for your bar mitzvah. You read about Moshe. The opening words of your parasha, Vayikra el Moshe, Hashem, God talks to Moses. Where did the name Moses come from? Well, we know that the daughter of Pharaoh plucked him out of the Nile, saved his life because all the babies were thrown into the Nile by the authorities. And this little Jewish boy was plucked out by none other than Pharaoh's daughter, called Basia. And she pulled him out and she said, Ki min hamayim mishisihu, but he shall be called Moshe because min hamayim mishisihu, I pulled him, drew him out from the water. And she risked everything to bring him up. She risked everything because it was against the law to save that boy's life. And we know that Moses had 10 other names as well. He had 10 other names that were probably very more Jewish names. Probably the equivalent of Yankee, Yitzi, Avi, and David. And guess what he's called? A name equivalent to Chris, right? A name given to him by the non-Jewish princess of Egypt. And therefore, it's very strange that the Torah says that's his name. Vayikra el Moshe, his name, his career, his naming is Moses. That's his name. Why did that name beat all the other names? And the answer that we're given is because of the self-sacrifice that his adopted mother, the princess of Egypt, Basia, the daughter of Pharaoh, put into him. She risked everything to save his life. She invested her whole self. She endangered herself. And that self-sacrifice left an impression on the young Moses. And because she plucked him out of the water, he was able to take the Jewish people out of the troubled waters of Egypt to emancipate them and become free after 210 years of slavery. It was that act of selfless sacrifice, the dedication to someone else, that made Moses the man he became and the leader he became. You see, it got into his DNA, that whole act of self-sacrifice, and therefore he became someone who could care for other people as well. And now he would have the strength to spend his life educating and helping others and become the leader that he was. So I guess the inspiration from the parsha that you are reading, Charlie, is that with all your skills and talents, all your amazing abilities, and we know all of them, your great brain and your great talents, sporting, acting, debating, all of these talents, they should be for the benefit of the whole world. We all want to benefit from Charlie Selby's talent. And you can make that impact, Charlie. We know you can make a massive impact in your life if you dedicate yourself to reach out beyond yourself and use your Jewish identity to always be a source of inspiration, to reach out and to dedicate your essence to reach beyond and help other people. You, like Moshe, will be a hero. You will be someone who will be able to help other people and take them to the great heights that you can reach, to take them to the next level. So that's my blessing to you, and that you will always be able to be a source of nachas, of joy, of great pride to your family, your community, and the whole world. And we know you're going to be brilliant. And now for a little send-off. Mazel tov to Charlie. Simon tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simon tov, mazel tov.